Ben and I met in law school. We actually had 2 classes together our first year, but we didn't know each other. We never spoke, even though I, recognized his face.
So I did notice her, and then we went on a summer program in Oxford, England.
And we had a mutual friend. So she introduced us.
The first thing that I noticed about her when we met in England was that we sat down at a restaurant with a bunch of other people, and the first thing she did was take a water pitcher and fill everyone's glass, like the second we sit down.
It wasn't like love at first sight or anything super passionate or anything, but I felt very comfortable around him. He's a super nice guy, very even-keeled. We didn't actually start dating for another month or so.
We were in school together, so we were seeing each other every day, and eventually we just started dating.
We were out at a bar with a bunch of our law school friends, and he had to go to a concert, so I walked him out, and then it was a little awkward, and then that was like our first kiss.
And we really hit it off, and so, even though we weren't living together, we were seeing each other all the time.
I come from a very traditional Catholic family, so we always knew that I would move in after we got married.
You could really tell that we were destined for more than just a relationship when we spent the entire summer studying for the bar together, which was stressful, but then we took a month-long trip to Argentina and Brazil, and if you spend a month with one person, seeing them 24 hours a day, and you can get through it without any major fights, that was a huge step for us. At this point, we've been together over 4.5 years, and we're best friends.
He's very calm, always cool and collected, always in control, and maybe I seem like that sometimes, but I think, I tend to be a little more dramatic. I freak out a little more.
I had decided, a few months before that I actually wanted to propose in the winter of 2010, but it took me a while to get my act together and get my finances together.
We went out to a nice dinner in the meatpacking. He took me to Colicchio and Sons, and then he suggested that we take a walk on the High Line. And anytime, a guy asks you to take a random walk, just feel like they're gonna propose.
And she might have noticed that something was up, but I think it was pretty, had kept it pretty well under wraps.
I kind of had a feeling it was gonna happen.
And I had arranged for a group of friends to meet us at a bar nearby afterwards. And we were walking along, and then I realized that I was running out of space, that we were approaching the exit to the park. And so I realized that I really needed to propose soon. And then I saw this group of people massing towards the exit, and then they started clapping and cheering. And I wrongly, but at the time, I thought that it was our friends, and they were there waiting to congratulate us. So I panicked. And
he panicked and just got down on his knees and asked me really quickly, "Babe, would you like to marry me?" or something like that.
I just immediately dropped down to one knee and proposed, and her first reaction, I think she was taken aback and she just started laughing. But eventually, after she got over that, she said yes, and then she was very surprised by seeing a group of our friends at the bar nearby afterwards.